What if I told you there's a single card game skeleton that's been used for centuries, reinvented across different cultures, and used in modern board gaming today? That skeleton is called trick-taking. The idea is fairly simple. Each of you will play a card to the center of the table, following some quirky rules. Then, one player will win all of those cards. Seems pretty simple, doesn't it? Well, there's a lot of twists and turns that make trick-taking as celebrated as it is today. Now, let's break down what trick-taking is into 7 parts. Tyler, take it away.
Part 1, the basics. So simply put, trick-taking is this mechanism in where you're going to be playing face-up cards in the center of the table. Everybody will take turns doing that, and once everybody has played a card, you'll evaluate it and somebody will win. This pile of cards is known as a trick. Once the trick cards have been collected, you'll continue playing in this fashion until everybody is all out of cards in their hands.
Step 2, suits and following suit. Cards usually come in suits. Hearts, clubs, spades, or whatever the game decides the suits to be. The first card you play from your hand is the lead suit. Whatever you play, everyone else will have to play as well if they can. That's called following suit. And this is where your decision making begins. Do you play a higher card in that suit to try to win the trick? Do you play your low cards in the beginning and save your higher cards for the end? Every decision will matter.
Part 3, trumps and voids. Now that we understand suits and following suits, let's talk about trump cards. So many trick-taking games introduce a trump suit or a way to have the trump suit created during the game. The trump suit will ultimately win over all other suits. But of course, there is a catch with trump suits in that you can't just play them anytime you like. You have to follow suit, of course, and if you can't follow suit, that's what we call being void. Now you can play any suit you like, including the trump suit. Being able to play the trump suit when you're void of the other suit ultimately makes for some very spicy plays, meaning you can win a trick even with a small numbered trump suit.
Step number 4, winning and losing tricks on purpose. Here is where it gets interesting. Winning tricks isn't always the goal. Sometimes the game will reward you for winning as many tricks as you can, some for winning none at all, and others will want you to win exactly 3 tricks. It's like pizza. Sometimes you want the whole thing. Sometimes you want none of it at all. And other times you want exactly 2 slices, but they cannot have olives or pineapple on them. Trick-taking games often thrive on that type of precision.
Part 5, the strategy. Now, the fun with trick-taking is strategizing how you're going to play out the hand that you're dealt. You're going to want to think about things like, do you get rid of a suit right away? Do you play a trump to take this trick at this point? Or do you maybe play some low cards to get out everybody else's high cards? Things along those lines. Generally, every trick will feel like a puzzle. The more you play, the better you'll get, the more you'll notice things that happen around the table, and of course, the better you will be at timing your moves to make the perfect play.
Step number 6. There are so many trick-taking games. Once you know the basics, brace yourself, because there are hundreds of trick-taking games out there, each modifying this classic mechanic with their own unique twist. To give you a taste, let's rapid fire through a few examples. Now, of course, there's the classic trick-taking games, like Hearts, Spades, Euchre, Bridge, Whist. A lot of what we've talked about today apply to all those games. You can play them with a standard deck of cards. However, there's many more in the modern world of trick-taking. There's games where you can play in pairs, partnering up to face off against another set of partners, like Tatsu or Yokai Septet. There's also a game you can play completely by yourself, a solo trick-taking game called For Northwood. Now, if you want a 2-player game where you can compete against each other, there's games like Lone Wolves and Fox in the Forest. However, if you want to work together in a 2-player setting, there's Fox in the Forest Duet and Sail. And if you like working together, we have The Crew and The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, the trick-taking game, which essentially guides you through an adventure sequence where you work cooperatively with a team to make your way through. Generally, there's so many games that come out each year in different shapes and sizes that twist the mechanic of trick-taking. We have Anaphylaxis, in which you're trying to sting the other players. We have Gummy Trick, where each of the suits will score in their own way. We have the Odyssey, in which you'll relive the Odyssey by trying to win exactly 3 tricks. We have We Need to Talk, that walks you through emotions in a trick-taking and card-shedding game. We have The Cat in the Box, where the suit is determined when the card is played. A little bit of Schrodinger's cat situation happening here. We have movie tricks where you'll be making movies as you're playing tricks. And we have Nokosu dice, which uses cards and dice to play the tricks. There's so many trick-taking games out there, and the joy of board games is really discovering which of these games really appeal to you. Whether it be for the theme, for the mechanics, or the replayability, will one of these games be the game that you'll play each and every single night with your family?
Part 7, the lingo. You've probably heard a lot of the words that we're about to go over in this video already, but we love a glossary. So let's go through all of those key words that we've talked about today. Trick, a set of cards played in a single round. Lead, the initial card that establishes the suit. Following suit, playing a card of the same suit as the lead card. Trump, the designated suit that outranks all others. Void, lacking cards of a required suit. Taking a trick, winning the set of cards that have been played in a round.
Now that's the 7 parts of trick-taking.
And now you know how to play a trick-taking game. You're welcome.
Now, there's so different many games out there. You can play a quick one for 10 or 15 minutes, or you can play 2 hours of spades, like us.
Exactly. I mean, trick-taking is only a mechanic after all, so it is incorporated into a variety of different games.
And in so many different fun ways. Well, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video,
Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, because we love talking board games.
and for our question of the day today, what mechanic would you like to learn about? That maybe you don't know about?
Whoa.
Is there a mechanic that we don't know about? It's possible.
Or a breakdown of a single mechanic. Yeah, because that's
What
what
could it
this
be?
video was.
What could it be? Well, thank you so much for being here, and we'll catch you
In the next one. Bye!